Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of r/JustNoMil. In today's episode, JNmothers getting pictures of Elo behind my back. Future MIL hates everything, including my wedding dress. Jay and Mom tried alternative medicine, results were satisfying for me only. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe so you will never miss a video. So let's get started. JNmothers getting pictures of Elo behind my back. I thought I wouldn't be posting in here anymore since we're NC, but JNMIL still finds ways to annoy me. Right now I'm NC and she has zero access to my daughter, but a few weeks ago BF was in an accident that totaled his car and ended up resuming contact with his mother. It was mostly just talk about the car and then talk about a house someone she knows was renting, one that we were interested in. We're not gonna rent it, but during one of those conversations MIL told him, "I can't believe you haven't sent me a single picture during all this." He said, "Why would I? You're in timeout." She replied, "Well, that's okay because someone else has been, haha." Lady? Why do you think that's okay? She thinks it's funny to undermine us and is so convinced that I'm the only one deciding all of this that BF would be okay with her saying that and not tell me. All of his family was removed from socials. I have a good idea of which one it was, but as I'm not sure, they all got booted, lol, as well as the pictures of my daughter. It's sad that I can't even post family and milestone pictures, but it is what is. I'm not gonna have her laughing behind my back and thinking she's gonna get some kind of access to my child no matter what I say. I also had a similar conversation with my brother, who told me my own abusive mother broke down crying to him about how she had seen pictures of my baby. Elo is so beautiful, she just wishes she could hold Elo, but I would never let her. You're right, I would never let you, and why would I? She was a terrible mother who I told for years that I was going NC with the second I could and whom I haven't spoken to since 17. I don't even know how the woman got pictures, but I think that's why it's better I deleted my daughter's pictures. I dealt with my mother issues years ago, so I mostly just ignore it when fam tell me the crazy stuff she does, but that annoyed me. Oh? Someone's been granting you contact we forbade? Guess the clock starts over. Ha ha. I'd be escalating, but I'm like that. I like this timeout was supposed to end 3 weeks ago though, but we're basically no contact at this point. She's made it clear she has no intentions of admitting any wrongdoing or changing her behavior, so we didn't see the point in letting her see Elo just for the same stuff to happen or for her to just get sneakier about doing it. If any of the family asks why, tell them that someone got a hold of the photos that shouldn't have, and you've taken them down in the interests of safety. Let them assume it was a creepy stranger. It was a creepy stranger. I don't post pictures of my children because you never know who/what is lurking behind the account. People get hacked daily, so going so far as to think you're safe by setting strict privacy settings is a light security blanket. The amount of people who post any and everything to a public audience is astonishing. Exactly this, or people who can see your content can save the images and post them on their account that has 500 friends and isn't a private account at all, meaning any random can see pictures. By all means send out pictures, but edit them with a big blurry white ball over your child's face. I've also had the idea to watermark all pictures to ensure my JNMIL can't repost them to her Facebook and blocking me from seeing the posts. I don't post pictures of my kids except birthdays, and if anyone wants recent pictures I send to them privately. Could your brother have given your mom the photos? They are in contact enough that she cried to him about it, but I admit I could be wrong. Good luck op, I'm sorry that you are dealing with this. I really don't know. They have their own issues, but he does maintain a relationship with her. I just don't see him telling me about it if he was the one who gave them to her. Her crying to him doesn't really mean anything, she'd whine to anyone if it got her some attention, lol. It could have been like 10 different people tbh, so I might never know. A friend of mine created a private Facebook group for sharing pictures of her children to certain family and friends. It's been a really good way for her to know almost exactly who is seeing the pictures. She knows who officially has access, which could help her narrow down issues if they crop up. This is why I don't have social media anymore. I don't trust anyone. Yup, better that no one gets pics than to allow MIL to get even one more. Be proud of the strength you've shown. You've become a strong woman, wife, and mother. Coming from an abusive JNM, you had the strength and knowledge to protect your DD from the childhood you unfortunately endured. Be proud, OP, you're breaking the generational cycle of abuse. This old lady from California is very, very proud of you. This is such a kind comment and I truly appreciate it. Thank you. Future MIL hates everything, including my wedding dress. Just like it says, my future MIL hates everything. She's only happy when she's miserable. She hated the original wedding plans we made, an intimate, COVID-conscious ceremony for immediate family only. We decided to expand to a large wedding, 120-ish people, to make her and others happier and because restrictions have loosened up. But then she hates the venue we picked, and the date that the wedding is on, which was unfortunately the only Saturday left of the year, and she demanded a Saturday. Next, she hates the food we are able to secure for catering. She asked me 4 times if I removed the crab cake from the list because she hated it. I reminded her each time that we don't actually pick the menu until like 6 months from now. She said she doesn't need the 10 to 20 guests, her friends we don't know, anymore. She requested space for, she's embarrassed of the food and venue and doesn't want them to drive 1 to 2 hours to have to get to the disappointing food and venue. And I was fine with it all until today. Today I broke down. Today I bought my wedding dress. When we found it, my mom cried, the whole thing, it's the one. I've been through so much with my body the last few years and even got a breast reduction earlier this year, so finding a dress that I felt so beautiful in was something I could have never imagined. I've had many health concerns in addition to that, serious physical symptoms and anxiety from wondering will I ever get better. But today, all that went away and I felt so happy in my own skin. But when I got home, future MIL asked to see it and, silly me, I showed her a photo of me in it. Of course she says my stomach is too big in the dress, so she doesn't like it. Way to ruin an otherwise amazing day/moment/memory. I know I should have told her no because she hates everything, but I just wanted to be nice since she asked and figured why not show the photo. I'm sure she would have also hated if I told her it's a surprise, you will have to wait, but do I wish I just told her no? Ending my perfect day in tears and hating my body is just icing on the cake that my future MIL must think my fat ass eats en masse. And now every time I look at the photo or on the actual wedding day when I put the dress on, I know in the back of my head I'll just be thinking maybe I look fat like JNMIL said. Anyway, thanks for listening to me vent. Op, I want you to listen to me. You look gorgeous in that dress and come hell or high water you will serve those crab cakes at your wedding. And crab cakes are good. I'll eat her share. This. And now I really want crab cakes. She is so unhappy with her life. She quite simply had to ST on the joy others. Your mother loved your dress. You loved your dress. She loves making people miserable. Next time she asks to see or hear about anything, why would I? You literally will only say something negative and nasty about it, so no. Be mad and nasty because we don't share. I would rather have that than you making a jab about it. Stop sharing. Info diet or just make up stuff and tell her the opposite or lie. Show her tacky pictures. Show her crap menus, place settings, and flowers and decorations. Never show her the real things. Talk to your so and explain that you are done having her crap all over your plans and you are not going to share anymore, and neither should he. Make plans and don't include her in the real ones. When she asks why would I? You never like anything anyway. Why isn't your significant other managing their mom? She has way too much input in this wedding and her comment about your body is unforgivable. Oh honey. Why are you continuing to be nice to somebody who is deliberately being horrible to you? Because family? You can't see yourself being in C? Okay, fine, that gets her an entrance ticket, not a VIP pass to treat you like shit. You have ours and the internet's permission to match her energy and respond in kind. Invite my guests, I'm embarrassed. Oh, that's a relief, we really didn't want people we don't know attending. No crab cakes, I hate them. My mom, GMA, cousin, whoever, adores them, and I know you wouldn't want my family to feel unwelcome, right? Right, JustNoMil? The rudest, most classless things, her horrible comments about your dress of a lifetime, and I'm sure you look gorgeous. Well, JustNoMil, fortunately the ones that matter here are / will be thrilled with it, namely me and your son. Shut this shitshow of a woman down, now. Hard. The funny thing about the excuse, that's just the way she is people forget there's other people in the world who can be just like that too. It's time she met one. Set the tone now or be prepared for years of abuse. This woman isn't just a JN, she's an awful human being. Much joy on your day and the best of luck, Shamrock. I am 100% sure you look like a real-life princess in that dress. Your mom cried, you felt gorgeous. That's all that matters. Your husband will think you are gorgeous as well. Screw her. Now hand me her plate of crab cakes and I'll eat them. Take her at face value. She doesn't need the 10 to 20 invitations for people you don't know? Okay. No takesy backsies. Nothing makes her happy? Okay, then nothing it is. For anyone reading this, never have a wedding or special event of any kind just because a narcissist wants you to. They will use it to try to destroy you. Your fiancé needs to handle her. You don't need to remain in her life because she's family. I cut my 2 narcissistic parents off. It can be done. Whose wedding is this again? The way you've been constantly deferring and kowtowing to her, you'd think you were the wedding planner for her wedding. Stop that now. Everything from now on is your choice and your choice alone. Don't even talk to her about it. It's none of her business. Her job is to wear something nice, show up and have a good time. Tell your fiancé to rein his nasty pain in the ass mother in. She's not your authority. Oh, honey. You will look beautiful in that dress. She's just ugly to the bone. Stop trying to please her, because you can't. Tell your partner what she said. And you keep those crab cakes on the menu. It's the idea of the wedding she hates. It symbolizes your more permanent role in your SO's life, and as such your SO's move to a more independent life away from her control that focuses on your shared life together. Drop the rope and don't let her inability to respect your SO as an adult reaching their adult life milestones ruin your day. JN mom tried alternative medicine, results were satisfying for me only. My JN mom is on a good spell with me currently, I think my boundaries are working? We are talking about once a week now. Growing up, she was, and still is, into homeopathy and all natural healing. I was told when you're sick, just tell your cells you aren't sick, then you won't be, which basically was the same as pretend and act like you aren't sick and we'll power it away. I tried to do that for 5 years while I was incredibly depressed. When I would describe my symptoms, she would send me articles on changing my diet to cure my heartburn. The depression wasn't real. She sent me flower tinctures when I was pregnant to help the emotions of the SA I was victim to, 3 period-filled months, prior to the pregnancy. She got mad when I said I didn't know what was in them and I wasn't going to risk unknown substances while pregnant. She loves to get me to drink yardweed tea, as I call it. It's usually dandelions or plantain or other plants typically found in my yard. Yes, maybe they help, but they don't cure major illnesses or mental health. Once she put a homemade tincture thing on her foot problem for like 3 years. When we were in Walmart, I bought some athlete's foot cream for me. I don't think she knew it was that easy or inexpensive. She bought some too, never heard about her for problem again. Oh, and I didn't go to the doctor from the age of 8 until I went to Planned Parenthood on college. When I told her my pediatrician said my incredibly tiny daughter who didn't eat needed Pediasure, my mom gasped in horror and exclaimed, "You trust your doctor?" So she finally aged into Medicaid and goes to the doctor now. They want to put her on Lipitor for cholesterol. She does not want to do that. It's all big pharma taking her money, and she doesn't want to be one of those losers in line at the Walgreens pharmacy drive-thru, my favorite place, but she doesn't know that. So she consulted her favorite homeopathic healer. The healer gave her nettles tea, which was an infusion, and my mom drank too much. The dosage wasn't made clear. My mom had had diarrhea for a week straight. Who's the loser now? My neighbor's wife was big into acupuncture and natural medicine fads. One week it'd be herbal tea, then the benefits of mushrooms, etc. The one that nearly got her divorced was the detox supplements from her chiropractor that gave her the runs. By week 3 she'd ruined a couch, a chair, and finally the mattress in the spare bedroom she'd been sleeping in since the chair. The final straw for her husband was when the neighborhood stopped calling her Gloria and started calling her Mrs. Brown, which was decidedly not her name. She went out to the shared mailbox one morning, trusted a fart, and proceeded to leave a 30-foot chocolate trail straight back to her front door in full view of half of her neighbors. The way I just hollered at this post. You told a story I didn't know that I needed to hear. I'm happy to have some chamomile tea in the evenings to wind down for the night and help me sleep. I'm also happy to take my beta blockers for my blood pressure so I don't die from heart attack or stroke. Sometimes the homeopathic stuff just isn't worth it. There's a few natural things I will do that work. When I have a cold, I drink tea with garlic and honey, and it actually reduces the time I'm sick. My MIL just sent me an article on going gluten-free for depression during my pregnancy. She also tried to get me to join her MLM that sells unregulated protein shakes. Reliv was in a lawsuit settlement for having high lead levels in its formula. When I mentioned this, she casually said that they changed the formula now. She is anti-vax and anti-conventional medicine despite being a former doctor. These people are dangerous. Do not eat or drink anything that she offers you. So true. I learned early in life not to trust my mom's food. She once made venison stew, but assured me it was beef. When I ate it and enjoyed it, she told me the truth. I was 8 years old, and I never ate venison again. I always interrogate her food, she gets so mad. Serves her right. Idiots like alternative medicine because it makes them feel on par with educated professionals. Your mom sounds like an idiot. First of all, I do complain regularly that my mom is not the brightest. And second, for everyone who reads this, I do believe there is a place for alternative medicine, woo, whatever isn't a pill, etc., but it used to come with logic, balance, and preferably some science. Maybe an open mind. I don't think a person can or should ever go to extremes, like all pills or all natural cures. There can be some merit to alternative medicine, but generally if it really works, it's turned into more efficient allopathic medicine. I'd rather pop a standardist aspirin than drink willow bark tea. It's 50-50 which one tastes better, laughing face. She should have been brought up on medical neglect charges for not getting you regular medical care as a child. This was before insurance was mandated and just a different time. To be fair, I didn't get sick with anything other colds and allergies until my senior year, when I had a week of intestinal problems. But by then, I was in belief that if I could function, I should function. LOL, the sh*t was coming out the proper end for a while then. Like, I can understand the home remedy stuff that helps stave off a doctor visit, US, so crummy care and long waits when you're sick are not fun, like honey lemon hot water/tea, ginger, cinnamon, etc., but trying to replace serious medicine for serious issues is mental. I had COVID and mentioned it after the fact to my mother on Facebook, so it went stupid fast, and this lady I'd never met was all tell her to cut out all sugar, reduce carbs and meat intake drastically, cut out refined foods, blah blah. I was like, shut the hell up, you're not my mom, I don't know you, who are you to try to tell me what to do with my life? And she got all offended that I wasn't so grateful for her unasked advice. Like, wow, get over yourself. Nettle and dandelion root are natural laxatives. Senna is a common laxative used in tea. It's hard to be in homeopathy and not have a background in botany. That said, some things in nature have actual healing properties that have their purpose: aloe for burns, lavender for antibacterial, honey is antimicrobial, chamomile is soothing, kava root is a sedative popular in the Philippines, St. John's helps depression but interferes with hormonal birth control, and skullcaps are also an anti-stress/sedative for sleep, to mention a few. Also, eating a healthy diet should naturally lower blood pressure and cholesterol and improve mood imbalance. However, that takes effort. Modern convenience is nice because vaccines, antibiotics, and antifungals are life-saving and make the most use of the natural world. I guess what I'm saying is, technically your mother isn't wrong about clever uses for plants. You are not wrong for trusting modern medicines. They are interconnected and share common ground. If you made it to the end of the video, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share, and we will see you in the next video.